Hello everyone, myself Hans. Today we are going to solve the problem of vector calculus of UPSC 2020. UPSC asks in 2024 10 marks question. Let's solve the problem. For what value of ABC, the vector field V is irrotational and express V as the gradient of a scalar function. Given vector field is vector V is equal to minus of 4x minus of 3y plus of az I cap plus of vx plus 3y plus of 5z k cap and plus of 4x plus of cy plus of 3z into k cap. This is j cap. One second, this is j cap. Further, in the given question, said the given vector field is given vector field is irrotational. If the vector field is irrotational, then we have to write that is del of here is the vector field of V vector is equal to 0. In the given question, earlier said the given vector field is irrotational, and here is the vector field is V vector, and del cross we have to find curl is equal to 0. Then we have to set the given vector is irrotational. And earlier in the question already said that the given vector is irrotational. Then we have to express V as the gradient of a scalar function and determine phi. First, we have to show the given vector field is irrotational. Then del into V vector is equal to I cap, j cap and k cap. We have to put the lattice. This is del upon del x, and this is del upon del y, and this is del upon del z. In the given vector field, I cap, the value of I cap is minus of 4x minus of 3y plus of az. For the j cap vector, that is bx plus of 3y plus of 5z, and for k cap, that is 4x plus cy plus of 3z. We have to solve the given curl. First, we have to open with respect to I cap, that is taking I cap, that is this row and this row is neglected, then del y, one second, del y of 4x plus of cy and plus of 3z, and taking minus of the del z of bx plus of 3y and plus z. When we have to take I cap, this column and this is neglected, and we have to expand with respect to first, that is cross multiplication del y of 4x plus cy plus 3z, and further for del y del z, when taking this side, taking minus del y del z of, and for the j cap, When taking j cap, this row is supposed to be eliminated and the remaining is I and k. So we have to write that is del y del x of 4x plus cy plus of 3z and minus of del y del z of minus of this row is supposed to be eliminated when taking j cap, that is minus of 4x and minus of 3y and plus of az. When taking k cap, that is this row is supposed to be, this column is supposed to be eliminated and we have to solve the operation this, that is del y del x of bx plus 3y plus of 5z. When taking this side, taking minus, that is del y of minus of 4x and minus of 3y and plus of az. Further we have to solve, that is differentiating partially with respect to y, that is here cy differentiating with respect to y, that is c, and minus differentiating with respect to z, here is 5z differentiating with respect to z, that is minus of 5. This is for I cap, and further we have to for j cap, that is differentiating partially with respect to x, here is 4x differentiating with respect to x, that is of plus of, once again when taking j is also is in minus, that is minus of differentiating 4x with respect to x, that is 4, and again minus del y del z differentiating with respect to az, with az differentiating partially, that is a, and here is minus is present, that is minus of a, this is j cap, and for k cap again differentiating with respect to x, here is bx differentiating with respect to x, that is b, and further we have to differentiating with respect to y, that is minus of 3y differentiating partially with respect to y, that is minus of 3 and minus, that is plus 3, this is k cap. And further back in the given question, the curl of the given vector field is 0, because in the given question is already said the given vector field is irrotational. We have to put it equal to 0, and 0 is written as also, that is 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus of 0 k cap. We have to equating the coefficient of I, j, k. Further, that is on first we have to equating the coefficient of I cap, that is c minus 5 is equal to 0, and further for j cap, that is minus of 4 minus a is equal to 0, and for k cap we have to b plus 3 is equal to 0. We have to solve, that is minus is taken into equal to 0, then the remaining is 4 minus of a is equal to 0, and this is a is equal to 4, and further from here, that is b is equal to minus of 3, and from here, that is c is equal to 5. Further we have to put the value a, b, c in the given vector field, so we have to further proceed. Please continue. We have to solve further. putting the value of putting the value of A, B and C in the given vector field, that is the vector fields becomes, that is vector field P vector becomes B vector is equal to minus of 4x and minus of 3y, and in place of A we have to put is equal to 4, that is plus of 4z I cap, and plus of, we have to in the z cap putting the value of B, that is B is equal to minus of 3, that is minus of 3x plus 3y plus 5z, this is j cap, and for k cap that is 4x plus, we have to put the value of C, the value of C is 5, that is 5y plus of 3z into k cap. This is the new vector field when we have to find the value of A, B, C in the given question. First we have to decide for what value of A, B, C the given vector field is irrotational. If the vector field is irrotational, the curl of vector field is 0. So we have to find the curl and we have to equating equal to 0, and further we have to equating the coefficient of ijk, we will get the value of A, B, C, and further we have to put in the given vector fields, and the given vector fields becomes this. Further we have to find, hence express vector as a gradient of a scalar function. If phi is the scalar function, then vector field is equal to del phi. Vector field is equal to del phi, and from here that is vector field is given by, new vector field is minus of 4x minus of 3y plus of 4z I cap plus minus of 3x plus 3y plus of 5z, this is j cap, plus of 4x plus 5y plus 3z k cap, and further the del, here is the del operator. Del operator is given by, that is we have to also, del operator is del upon del x I cap plus del upon del y j cap plus del upon del z k cap. We have to put here, that is del y del x, this is phi I cap, and plus of del phi upon del y, this is j cap, and del phi upon del z, this is k cap. Further we have to equating the terms of I, j, k, and further we have to solve. We have to equating the terms of I, j, k, that is del phi upon del x is equal to, here is the coefficient of I cap is minus of 4x minus of 3y plus of 4z, and for del phi upon del y, that is minus of 3x plus of 3y and plus of 5z, and further we have to equating the terms of del phi upon del z, that is 4x plus 5y plus 3z. In the given question we have to find the, first we have to set vector b as the gradient of a scalar function, we have to denote as a, and further we have to find the value of phi. Then we can also write, that is del phi is equal to minus of 4x del x and minus of 3y del x and plus of 4z del x. From here, that is del phi is equal to minus of 3x del y and plus of 3y del y and plus of 5z del y. Therefore, same, that is del phi is equal to 4x of del z and 5y del z plus of 3z del z. We have to integrate both the sides. That is del phi integrating, that is phi, and here is the minus of 4 into x dx, differentiating using the formula, that is x dx, that is x square by 2. This is formula using, that is x power n dx is given by x n plus of 1 and n plus of 1. Using the following formula in the while integration, that is x dx is x square by 2 and minus of 3y and dx differentiating, that is x and plus of 4z, here is also dx differentiating integrating, that is x, and we have to take a constant as a f of yz. Further, for the second function, that is del phi, integration of del phi is phi, and here is minus of 3x and integration of del y is y, and plus of, here is 3 is taking constant and y is using the formula, that is y square upon 2 plus of 5z integrating of dy del y and dy both are same, that is y. And for the third part, that is del phi integrating, that is phi is equal to, we can also take in constant here, that is here is y, so we have to take a xz, f of xz. Further, for the third, that is integrating phi, and here is 4x integrating del z, yeah, dz with respect to z, that is z, and plus of 5y integrating del z here also, that is z, and here is plus of 3 and z dz integrating with respect to z, that is z square upon 2, and taking constant, that is this is f2 and this is f3. Here we have to take constant, that is xy. Further, we have to we can also let this equation 1 and this equation 2 and this equation 3. Equation 1, 2 and 3 satisfied the phi, so we can write that is phi is equal to, here once again we have to also, that is 2 to the 4, that is minus of 2x square, and we can write that is minus of 2x square and minus of 3xy, and this is plus of 4xz, and further we have to write that is minus of 3xy. Once again, we have to write 3xy. 3xy, we have to take only one, that is this is ignored, minus of 3xy plus of 3y square by 2 and plus of 5yz, and from here that is plus of 4xz is ignoring, we have to first write, and plus of yz is also ignoring, we have to write in the second part, so we have to write plus of 3z square upon 2 and this is the required value of phi, and this is the required solution of the given problem. Thank you class, and thank you for watching.